Here.
Kim Bush here. Janine Floyd.
Here.
Brent Bush. Here. Mr. Motlow is absent. What we're gonna try to do this evening is to go ahead and pick our health plans and decide how we are going to implement this. You have copies of the state plan, you have copies of Mr. Monitor's copy of what he has presented, and also you have a copy of McKnight and Company. Discussion.
Mr. Molitor has some questions. I mean, right the second before hearing what he's got to say.
Oh, before we do that, did everybody get the minutes of the last meeting? Ronnie?
At some point.
All right, do I have a motion to accept the minutes from the last meeting?
I make a motion to accept.
Do I have a second?
I say.
All right, voice vote, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay. Mr.
I have some questions I'd like to ask. It looks like you guys are close to making a decision on the insurance. And I've been the agent since the beginning on the health insurance, even going back prior to County General with the ambulance department. And I've worked with, since '89, I've worked with Harold Patrick up through now with Brent. And first of all, I'm not sure who I'm supposed to be communicating with. Is it in the past, it's always been the county exec, but it seems like I'm out of the circle on this thing. And I'm the incumbent agent, and I've been here 30 years trying to work with the county. So who am I? Do I direct my questions and stuff to Jim or to Brent? I don't know that.
You could address it as to the committee.
I'm sorry?
To the committee.
Okay, so I'm at fault because I was on, for 30 years I had dealt with the county exec. And 3 years ago when we put the health reimbursement account in, it's the first time I ever made any presentation to the insurance committee, so.
Yes.
That's why I feel I've been out of the circle, I guess. As far as the Blue Cross, somebody has given Edwin McKnight a letter stating that he can have access to everything that Blue Cross has, you know, any information that they can get. Who did that or how that decision was come, but, you know, basically it looks like the county has cut me out of it, even though I've had this for over 20 years with Blue Cross. So that's something that, you know, I present to you. It looks like you're ready to make a decision. I had asked in the past, what deductibles and what plan, what do you want me to quote? And I think, Jim, you said that we haven't decided. We're looking at all kinds of stuff we don't know. Well, I still don't know what to quote and give you a presentation on.
See, the thing, what, you know, and this has always been, you know, our reasoning to do what we're doing. Number one, we're trying to make it affordable to the employee, affordable to the county, and the coverage.
Okay. I understand those.
Okay, now, what you bring before us, it's not up to me to tell you your business.
How can I bid that?
Well,
How can I put that out to companies to bid if I don't know, tell them what to bid? If you're gonna bid the property and casualty and you have a $2 million policy, a liability, I bring you a $1 million liability, that ain't fair.
well, but you've been at every meeting we've had.
I still don't understand what you're
Anyway.
doing, that's fine.
Now, if you think you've been left out of the loop, we'll discuss everything we're discussing right now. You can come back again next week. And, you
Okay.
know, if you feel like you've been wrong, that's what we'll do.
Okay, another thing is I've lived in the county 33 years, a third of a century. I own property, I pay taxes, my kids live in the county, they pay taxes, I have grandkids in the county, they're paying taxes, I have great-grandkids in the school system. So I'm a part of the community. My car dealer is here, my bank is here, I buy my feed locally, which, you know, maybe it's just a little pittance, but, you know, that's how the county gets the income to pay the taxes and stuff. And it looks to me like you've gone outside of the county to get a Blue Cross agent. And I've gone to Edwin 3 years ago when we did the HRA, said, Edwin, we're gonna bid the county, will you give me a quote? Because he has companies that available, and he says he has nothing that he can quote a county with. You know, his companies won't take it. Counties are not easy to quote. So he didn't even have anything to present, or that I could go to him and say, can I present it? And now all of a sudden, he seems to be the lead agent in this. And 3 years ago, he didn't even have anything. And he only had something because he came in and got a letter that stated that he could have access to everything. And all of a sudden, it looks like he's the top dog, you know.
Well, not necessarily, because we got the state we're looking at also.
Okay, and I understand that, and that's probably good, and they do not use the agency system. You go direct, you don't have a local agent on that. Any problems you have, you just, you know, you deal with the state.
Yes.
And having this the number of years, you know, there's situations where, hey, I made house calls to try to help people with insurance. They're home, they've had heart surgery, and I go to their house and try to help them. They maybe come with an envelope full of stuff, you know, bills and whatever, and say, I don't understand this. So I take the time and I go through all of that, and I have through the years to show them exactly, and right here, here's what you owe, you know, here's what Blue Cross pays, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, you know, you won't have that kind of service, but if you're going with a state insurance fund, that's totally different, that's fine. But if you're gonna use an agent, I'd like to have consideration to be an agent, continuing to be the agent, and service this as I have. You know, Diane could, you know, she's got a question, I answered her, find the answer. Somebody says, well, is this claim covered? I go to Brenda Edmondson, she'll tell me how the claim is adjudicated internally. Well, I'm going to present that claim exactly the way she said, so it's covered. And we've had a very high success rate having all of those claims covered. So that's something that concerns me. With the HRA, if you go to the state fund and there's a $1,000 deductible, will they honor the deductible that the employees have already satisfied with our HRA plan, the Blue Cross plan? We're talking about maybe changing mid-year. All the deductibles are on a calendar year basis. They're not on a fiscal year basis that you've been accustomed to on that. So what's going to happen to those employees? Those are questions I have, and I've asked those questions, but nobody has answered those.
If we go with the state, they got a new deductible.
Do that.
If we go with the state, they would have a new deductible to be.
So if somebody has a $2,500 deductible with Blue Cross HRA, they've satisfied that $2,500, and they have a new plan starting X1, August 1, July 1, they have to start a new $2,500 deductible.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you guys have considered that, but your employees will not be happy. And those are things that I've been trying to get answers to so I can give you quotes.
know, what was really, that got this ball rolling, when you made the comments, you know, that there was almost $400,000 saved
Yes.
within so many years,
Yes.
no money.
Okay, but that's not my
I
fault, that's
understand.
Ross's
I
fault,
understand.
that's a county problem.
Exactly. And this is what we're doing now. We're getting away from it where they ain't gonna be there's not gonna be no mistakes like this again.
Okay, I feel pretty good, you know, is it close to 200, between 500 and 600,000 a 3-year period?
Right.
Hey, that was way, way, way more than we thought it would ever be.
Exactly. But we can't account for the money. It's not your problem.
No,
It's a county problem.
okay.
So in order for us to eliminate the problem, we're gonna have to get away from it.
You're gonna go back fully insured. If you would give me the parameters, I would still want to show you a health reimbursement account. It's been so successful for the county.
Hand him that.
Yeah, okay. I used a magnifying glass on that last one, I did that.
Pretty tough. But, you know, you see what we're looking at right now. The one in the green, that's what we currently have. All the rest of the plans is on the opposite side,
Okay.
all right? So,
He's seen this before.
Okay, so this is, so
it.
you're either gonna take as a green plan?
That's what you've got with the county right now, the green.
Okay.
The 2 on the end is the one.
The 2 on the end.
The
Current,
2 green ones?
Yes.
These 3 are the proposed plan.
yes, other than what the county has now.
Okay, so are these 3 different deductibles, or are you just gonna pick one plan and everybody's gonna have to go with that plan?
Excuse me, Jerry, did we not give you a copy of this?
That's what I used, a magnifying glass.
Well, it's the same as.
It's the same as that right there.
Okay,
But here you got everything that we have seen, you have seen. Okay?
They're, you know,
Everything you have everything we have.
okay.
There's
So-
nothing else.
What we're looking at is a base plan. That's what we would pay or pay a portion of, and then they can pay up to if they want a different plan.
Okay, okay, we had a $2,500 deductible, 1,000 and a 500. And this is yours, Bats. The county would pay an X number of dollars towards, $2,500 plan, and the employee had to pay $18. If you go in a position where you pay 100%, you'll have to non-discriminate and take every single employee, whether they have Medicare, whether their spouse works at Nissan, or whatever it is, you gotta cover them by law. That's why we used the $18 at the time. If you wanted a $1,000 deductible, you paid an extra, you paid the difference in the premium. Karen had asked, why can't we just pay the same premium for everybody? That's the way that plan worked. You paid, the base plan was paid by the county, but except for the $18. If you want a 1,000 deductible, it's a higher premium. The employee has to pay the difference. Well, if they want the Cadillac plan, the 500 deductible, it costs them a lot more money. So that's the way that plan was set up, with 3 different participation levels.
Okay, this is what we're looking at as of April 12, 2019. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sheriff employees pay Plan 1. Now, this is current.
Is that
This
the-
is, no, what you've already got us with right now,
Yeah.
the premium, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Sheriff's employees pay $66.36. The county picks up $591.60. Okay?
Yeah.
Ambulance service,
Yeah.
Plan 1. They pay $66.36.
Yeah.
All right? The taxpayers, the county, has to pay $632.27.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All the other employees that we have, all right, Plan 1 $247.11.
Okay,
Taxpayers of the county pays $410.85.
got it.
Okay? Plan 2, the employee pays $164.70. The county, the taxpayer pays $493.26.
Mm-hmm,
All right. Plan number 3,
yep,
employee pays $82.41. The county, the taxpayer pays $575.55.
yes,
This is what we're trying to get away from.
okay. And this, but that's not the way this was a couple of years ago. You know, when the rate increases come, it was balanced, more balanced than the last rate increase. The employee had a 100% rate increase. The county didn't pick up any of it. And I understand where the, you know, I guess I got an inkling where the county's at.
All right. Now, our cost, if we stay with you and the coverage that you've got now, the taxpayers is gonna have to pick it up after this number, okay? The total cost of the premium is $549,326.40.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what we have to figure out, what portion of this $500,000 that the employee is gonna have to pay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, it's just like me. I mean, the days of the free lunch and all this stuff is over.
Okay, and I fully understand that, but nobody's given me parameters of, here's the deductibles we want to offer here. The drug co-pays the drugs are phenomenally expensive. Easily a third of the premium is for prescription drugs.
But Mr. Monitor, you've had a copy of everything we've looked at.
But nobody, you don't think you have to tell me what you want to?
It's all right there.
Everything that
Your
Edwin
comparison
McKnight,
would be
Your
right there.
your comparison is right there in front of
You
you,
will
like
give something
every
that
meeting we've
compares to
had.
that.
but I've not
haven't
seen
s-
this before.
Well, I mean, that is
But
part of your records.
Okay,
This-
I still would have to ask, I'd like to quote it. First of all, anything that Edwin would show with Blue Cross, you know, Blue Cross plays no games. Agent, same coverage, you know, it's the same premium. So, but there's so many, you were quoting 400 and some quotes in the last 12 years that we've presented to the county. I can present you another couple hundred.
Well, but, Mr. Mark, I mean, what I'm saying, we have gave you all our information and all the variations that we have looked at.
Okay, I agree with that.
Okay? You agree with that?
Yeah.
So, you know what we're trying to do and what different areas we're looking at between deductibles, you know, premium prices. You haven't been slack about anything. We have showed you what we were looking at and we were trying to explain what we were trying to do.
Okay, if I took that sheet and gave it to Aetna and told them we want quotes, I don't think they would even consider that. What are you gonna offer your people? That's what, you're gonna offer 15 plans?
No, sir. You got a list of everything that we've been looking at and what we have been considering.
Yeah, and I think you boiled it down to this, right?
Now,
Okay.
you started
No, sir, that's not correct.
that,
No, nothing's been whittled down.
nothing been whittled down.
Everything
This is just new
is-
information that we got today.
Okay. Okay, everything that we've given you from Blue Cross is gone because they have reduced, they've reduced the premium. So all of the quotes that you've got are no longer valid. If you got this today, it's probably valid.
Yeah, that was the last one we got.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that was provided by the McKnight Group, so, I'm sure. This was just on the table, Dave and I walked in and sat down, okay? Everything else, like I said, I just took a quick glance at it, but everything else has been based on this information here, that they were kind enough to put together and even included the two of the state's plans, just as a comparison purposes.
Yeah.
So, again, everything's on the table, but it's to the point in time-wise, frame-wise, for decisions to be made, because, number one, as you're well aware, our existing plan expires on 6/30.
That's correct, as far, yeah, we also talked that
Yes.
we can continue that.
Yes,
month to month.
but again, that decision has to be made.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
just doesn't happen.
I guess, I would certainly, I'd like to know what you're gonna offer to people so I can do something.
That's what we're trying to decide.
That's what we're trying to decide now.
Okay, it
We
seems
haven't
to me you
decided
were
that.
making a decision if you're gonna go with McKnight and Group.
We're gonna sit here and see which most economical and the best plan that we can come up with, whether it's a state plan, or the Blue Cross Blue Shield, or whatever.
But am I not correct in thinking whatever McKnight is offering, you can offer the same price?
Right to the penny, there will be 0 pennies difference.
Right.
And that's what I'm asking, I'd like to get in that circle or be considered
All right, hold
being
on.
a local agent.
What you're telling me right now, what we're looking at, as of today, you can match.
Absolutely. Except the state plan, they do not use agents. Anything
That ain't
with
what I'm
Blue
asking.
Cross.
But with Blue Cross, he would,
You
he'd
will
give the same
match.
price.
Yes,
Price.
yeah, I don't,
And
I
coverage.
made a typo or something, but yeah. There's
No,
nothing he can
we
do
don't
that I
know the
can't
typo.
do.
No, he's just said, maybe if Edwin made a typo, but I'm pretty sure that there's no typo. I mean, I wouldn't think that there would be any difference.
Something he's put into the computer somehow.
All right then.
There's a lot of numbers there, and I did have trouble
If you,
deciphering them.
if you say, Karen, write this down in the minutes, you're saying that you can match anything they can do.
Yes,
Okay. Karen, put that in the minutes, please.
appreciate that.
All right. Now, getting back to business. What we've got to come up with, we have got to come up with a plan, whether it be state plan, Blue Cross Blue Shield, for the employees, and we got to decide how much the county can do.
You got your work cut out for
All
that.
right. We thank you, sir.
And when you figure that out, I'd like to,
As long
Have an
as you
output.
said you can match whatever we decide as far as Blue Cross Blue Shield.
yeah,
But the thing of it is, sir, we don't stop just here. We take bids everywhere.
that's fine,
Okay.
that's fine. You know, traditionally, I put that out for bids, to get bids from different companies. But you can't take
Don't-
17 plans and show
Don't
them.
ever say that you was ever left out of the loop.
Okay. If I'm in the loop, that's good, but I had that feeling.
You've always been here.
I've
You've
been-
always been getting the
I haven't been to
information.
all of them,
Exactly. You've always been given the information that we've had.
but
Is that correct?
I got this sheet.
Yes.
And you just gave me this sheet.
Yes, sir. You've always been in the loop.
Okay.
All right.
And I have to admit that trying to decipher this rascal right here, I've been doing this 45 years, and that's difficult.
Yes.
You got your work cut out for that.
What do you think? Okay, getting back to the business at hand. Any comments? Ronnie, I tell you what I'd like for you to do, that the state plan. Yes, sir. Would you please, I know that you had,
It's not the chair at the last meeting. Does someone have a state booklet?
Oh, you gave it to me, right here.
I got it. If you do not mind, since I gave the other idea, can you give us a rundown on the insurance, coverages?
Yeah, I'm no expert.
That's fine.
I don't claim to be an expert expert, I'll just give you my understanding and knowledge, and please follow.
You're the insurance man.
But I know you can't read it, but guys, this is the best thing you've got in front of you in one piece of paper, to be able to see what I'm going to say, okay? And what is there is in the booklet of all the benefits broken down in network and out of network. And of course, everything that's on this sheet implies that you're providing coverage and prescription of that in network.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll rephrase that. Not on prescription, the very highest one would be out of network, okay? But basically, everything is in network, but the booklet that you have has all of the coverages, broken down costs associated whether you're in network or out of network. But plan work being in network is supposed to be there. All right. The state offers 4 plans. And if you got the cover sheet that shows the premium on the letter, let it go. Everybody's looking at that letter or knows which one I'm talking about. Here, looks like this. Looks like that.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
Right here, right here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
No.
It's the state.
The state premium.
Dated 4/30/2019.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Brent.
And again, it was the
Yes.
Oh,
Just got a thing on the top of it.
You want some?
no, I don't.
You know. Andrew loves company. That's why we married.
Woo. And I ain't got,
You know, I just might start grabbing your stuff on accident and you just mess it all up. I'll do that.
Tell you what,
if mine don't matter, is what it is, isn't it?
put her in the chair.
Got water in there to wash it down.
I knew when I said you picked it up, I was
What's your number where I'm supposed to contact you on your place? Are you with, convenience?
No, sir. I'm working with the engineers now. Building the side.
You don't drink that, do you?
At times. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Okay, Ryan.
Jerry, did you have the opportunity to look at the plans of Blue Cross Blue Shield on this sheet in a reasonable detail?
Not in any detail.
Okay,
I did have trouble reading it.
I understand. Well, I used the magnifying glass too. But let me ask you this, did you have an opinion of the plans that was being shown by Blue Cross Blue Shield, that was a pretty good cross-section of
You
plans?
know, we're on 400 and some quotes, so in the last 12 years, we've given the county 400 and some different